Hello, Mama T here. Don't mind my appearance. It's Saturday, and this is what it is. I had a lot to do today, and I have been really busy. I'm going to do a little bit different of a video today. One of you had requested to see my makeup, and I'm going to show it to you. And it's nothing like a lot of these people, but it's too much. Anyway, I'm just going to show it to you. So hang on just a minute, and I'll flip you around. Okay, to start with, this is a wooden shelf thing that's built into my closet, and I took this shelf up here, and as you can see, all those things I use from the Dollar Tree it's a what do you call it, body butter. That's it. The body butter from the Dollar Tree and the hand lotion, and I had used one of these and loved it, and then couldn't find it anymore, so I had ordered 12 off the Dollar Tree website and had it sent to the store, and that way I got free shipping. And then my daughter also got me some for Christmas, so I'm well stocked up with that. And behind that is some of the lotion. All of this is the Spa Luxury Brazilian Soul, and I really like that lotion. I bought it one time, again could never find it. My daughter found some and gave me some of that for Christmas too, so we're pretty well stocked up on that stuff. And then sitting in front of that, I have my fingernail polish, and this is all the fingernail polishes I have. All these on the first row are what I just got in the OPI advent calendar, and you can see the different size in the bottle. The advent calendar was this little size, but that's okay. I mean, you know, how often do you go through a whole bottle of fingernail polish? Not very often. You usually end up having to throw it away. Okay, so that's that shelf. And then the next, there's a shelf up above there I've got to just stuff on, so, you know, not makeup stuff. The next shelf down underneath there, let me move this all the way for a minute, is the start of my makeup. And you can see I've got stuff. I've got it stacked up in here. Back in there, I hope you can see it's not very bright back in there, but I have some container that has some lipsticks. Oh, there's that thing I was looking for. Let me just take that out. Mostly lip products. There's a halo glue. Here is my glitter glue I've been looking for. Yay! I should have done this sooner. Look at this little lip gloss I got at the Dollar Tree. Isn't that cute? Yeah, I thought it was really cute. It looks like a drink of some sort. But anyway, that's not what we're here for. Okay, so there's that. Over on the other side is some more e.l.f. products. I believe there's a sponge in there of some sort. And then I have just some miscellaneous stuff. Again, more e.l.f. products, some skincare. There's some lipsticks, and the reason those lipsticks are there because I have this lipstick holder, and it's full because I've got some out that are not in there right now. Another thing, it's kind of skinny. It's kind of hard to get some of the stuff. I try to put them upside down so that when I want to go to use one, I can just look at it to see what color it is. It's my Natasha Denona. See, it's too big, won't fit in there. I'm sure this La Mercier is too big. Yep. So see, those are too big for this lipstick holder. Yeah. So anyway, that's why that is there. All that sitting on top of these plastic drawers. And these plastic drawers that I've got my stuff stored in, I had ordered off of Amazon. You get two for like 20 some dollars, I forget. So here's this drawer, and as you can see, this just has spare makeup. I have plenty of Laura Geller. I mean, look at that. I have blush, I have that powder foundation, and there's a bunch of eyeliner pencils that I had gotten when I didn't have permanent eyeliner that I probably, even though they're not open, I probably need to just throw away because, you know, I have permanent eyeliner and they're probably way expired. The next drawer, I have some e.l.f. cleansing of the Holy Hydration. And the reason these are in here because I already have others that are open. These are spares. And then over here, I had gotten myself for Christmas. It was the NYX Wednesday off of the Addams Family set. And it's cute, so I just stuck it in here until, you know, maybe next Halloween. But it's a cute little thing. It has some really cute little stuff that goes with it. It was like $90, and I wouldn't pay that. So once they put it on 50% off, I ordered, my granddaughter and I both one. But look at that mascara. It looks like a cello. And then they have a little umbrella that's supposed to hold your phone somehow. I don't know. That with the little hand, but that's what's in that drawer. Just some odds and ends stuff. So that goes there. Let's see. On the next shelf, didn't I have something sitting there? Yeah, I sure did. Hang on just a minute. Let me grab that. Okay, here's what I had moved. More lipsticks, lip glosses, lip plumpers, all of that stuff is right there. That's the other one was the Overflow. And this is the other one. Here's that purple lipstick. I want you to look, I got orange too. I have used the pink and the purple. One day I'll get brave enough and use the orange. Not today, not today. Here is something I haven't even used yet, and I think I did show you a little bit in one of my videos, and it's the Ellen Tracy Blending Stacked Compact. And I kept this because it tells you how to use it, but it's just different colors of blush and bronzer and highlighter and that sort of thing. So I'll get that out and use it one day. Okay, we're going to go down to the next shelf. This shelf has my lip liner pencils. That's all my lip liner pencils, or at least most of them. And I just go through, I pick out my lipstick, and then I go through here and I pick out a lip liner to match. And then here's two more of those drawers that, again, have spare stuff in them. This is e.l.f. stuff that I am already using. I don't know why there's a lip. Oh, yeah, I know why that's in there. That's a face balm. Yeah, I'm not going to use that. And I also have a mascara in there I'm not going to use. Anyway, so there's that. And here's some CeraVe night cream, which I really like. And I also have the CeraVe. I need to put those in my bathroom, actually. That way I'll use them. Let me set them out of the way. And then the bottom drawer, again, is more extra e.l.f. stuff. And most of this I got as free gifts with the e.l.f. orders. So that's what most of this is. The reason I have an eyeshadow palette in here is because I had it and I reordered it. And that is the Love You a Latte. So I have two of them. So I just put that one in there for now until I use the other one. So there's that shelf. There's that shelf. And there's that shelf. Hang on just a minute and I'll show you my vanity. Okay, here's my vanity that I set up every day to do my makeup, and I'll show you what we got going on here. I'm getting ready to go wash my brushes, so I wanted to do this right quick, but there's my Can Adult cup with my dirty brushes. I'm getting ready to go wash. Here are some products I used in my last video, e.l.f. products, and you can see I have foundations in here, mascaras, concealers, all that I keep up in this area because then I pick out what I'm going to use. These I need to put all back in the drawer. I just used them in a video. So I need to put them back up. Over here, there's my clock I told you I got. My little color switch I need to wash also. In this drawer, I have some blush, different ones, and my Simply Ageless foundation. Did you see how small these drawers are? Yeah, they don't hold a whole lot. Over on the other side, let me move this out of the way. Over on the other side, oh, there's a little picture of my daughter. let me pick that up. There's the Milani eyeshadow I use every day. Here's this thing I'm going to wash today. This I'm going to wash. Let me move them out of the way. In this little bitty drawer, I have the under eye brightener, some powders, and this Faux Velour bronzer and blush thing. And then going into the drawers of Vanity, this is all eyeshadow, all in there. And you can see there's a bunch of it. Yeah, I went a little crazy, especially with the e.l.f. You see all this e.l.f. eyeshadow I have? It's ridiculous. Plus I have palettes that are not even in here. I'm telling you, I have a problem. So that's that side drawer. We go to the middle. I have mostly blushes in here. Well, these are two powders. The Rodial, or however you say it, and the About Face. There's my Physicians Formula blush and bronzer stick I use quite often. And then I just have some other stuff. You know, I bought this, had to have it, had never even used it. Yeah, I hadn't used that. I hadn't used that. I don't think I've not used that. I used this one time. I used this a couple times. You know, I know. Okay, then to the other little drawer. Well, these are longer than the ones on top. I've got some powder, pressed powder, some more blush, bronzer, another powder, and blush. Lots of blushes. You know, how am I ever going to use all that blush? I don't know. So there's that. Then, you see my little stool down there I sit on. Then, over to the side of my vanity, I have this thing sitting. This is what I used to have my makeup in. It's got some of that micellar water in case I mess up bad enough, then I'll have to take it off. My tweezers, some little extra little brushes, and then I put my setting sprays and primers in this thing. Okay, it is sitting on top of these drawers. Again, here's more stuff. There's a little extra bulb for my vanity. But you see, we've got some powders, eyeshadow. There's my shiny eyeshadows I use. So, that switch right there is clean, so I'm leaving it in there. Next drawer, wow, look at that. Not much. Bunch of Mary Kay eyeshadow. Wow, I got lots of room here for something. Oh, I'm gonna have to get busy. This drawer down here, I've got some stuff from the Dollar Tree. My daughter gave me this for Christmas. It's got little sponges in it, or powder puffs. These are from the Dollar Tree. Here's my little spoolies I order off of Amazon, my pointy Q-tips. And there's a bunch of little sponges. They're really too small. There's my fan I use. And I did order these off of Walmart. They're a little bit different, pointy Q-tips, but I went ahead and ordered them. And then the next drawer are my eyeshadow palettes. I'm afraid I'm going to pull it out so far it falls. There's my Mary Kay compact. And look at all these brushes that I don't use. But I'm not getting rid of them. Nope, not happening. So here are eyeshadow palettes. My Mary Kay, my Laura Geller. And of course this You Can Be Toffee Fusion that I love. And then the final drawer. These are like extra. There's my extra hand wipe. These are some things I got in the Ipsy bag I haven't tried. This is, I think, Dollar Tree makeup. And then these are just some empty bags I've got in there. So I think that's it. I mean, like I say, it's nothing like a lot of people's, but it's a lot still. This I won in a giveaway. I'm gonna have to do a video on that. There's my little fan. So anyway, that's it. So hope y'all have a good day, and we'll see you next time.